I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money.
They just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Stephen A. Smith has made a surprising revelation. Floyd Mayweather might be on the verge of bankruptcy. Reports suggest he may be caught up in a $42 million scam. This is shocking, considering Mayweather earned over $700 million from just 2 major fights. Even though his name is still respected in the boxing world, it looks like money problems could now be catching up with him.
Are you holding other fighters accountable, like Floyd, for example? I mean, Floyd doesn't even know his opponent's name, so are you holding him accountable too? That Floyd should still be fighting people that, you know, he at least people that know that his opponent's name and stuff. Are you saying the same thing?
Hold on. A couple of things. Number one, last time I checked, Floyd retired. These are exhibitions that he had, but I don't even count these. Floyd will tell you that himself. When Floyd, I didn't count Conor McGregor as a boxing match. That was a damn exhibition. I ain't paying no attention to that with Floyd. No way on earth. Not at all. That's number one. Number two, here's where you have to give Floyd his respect. He's a pioneer from the standpoint of his willingness to buy himself out of the contract with Top Rank, free himself up, and not be a prisoner to the promoter. So albeit in a different kind of fashion that Jake is doing it to some degree, Floyd's a pioneer in that regard. And the kind of thing that Jake has taken to another level, Floyd initiated. Julia, that is true.
I understand he initiated, but do you think it tarnishes his name to now be taking these bullshit I can't even say it. No, you don't think it does at all?
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money, got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out. Okay? I mean, that's an entirely different ballgame, dude. It's not the same.
Stephen A. Smith has personally seen the lavish lifestyle that Floyd Mayweather enjoys, his huge mansion, high-end cars, and his own private jet. Smith is very familiar with the financial empire Floyd built through years of hard work and smart decisions. His first-hand experience with Mayweather's wealth gives him a unique insight into the boxer's money management and business skills.
What's your definition to it?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple of toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 3-1.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right.
New information has raised questions about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent claims. He said he invested in a $42 million apartment portfolio in Manhattan. Shortly after announcing, he had bought 62 rental buildings in Upper Manhattan. However, a report from Business Insider found no record of that deal actually happening. Mayweather even posted a video on Instagram saying he bought 6 apartment buildings by himself without any partners. But Business Insider says that's not true. The ownership of those properties hasn't changed, and they aren't Mayweather's. Many are now left wondering why he would make such a bold, untrue statement about his finances.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is known as the highest paid boxer in history, a title he earned thanks to his unmatched talent and ability to market himself. He stepped away from boxing in 2017 after an incredible run that included record-setting earnings. But retirement didn't slow down his spending. He bought luxury homes in Los Angeles and splurged on many other expensive items. Despite all his money, there have been reports of serious financial issues. One major example was a $22.2 million debt to the IRS, which may have pushed him to return to the ring for exhibition matches.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Mayweather's return to boxing wasn't just about passion. It seemed to be driven by financial pressure, with growing debts and over-the-top expenses. He agreed to fight YouTuber Logan Paul in an exhibition match. But after the fight, Logan Paul claimed he never received the $3 million he was promised. Logan publicly called Mayweather out on social media, saying Floyd hadn't honored their financial agreement.
Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose? What happened?
He didn't pay me. I wish you'd pay me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100. So is that your only loss, was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in the exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. That's not a good feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. Not a great feeling.
Mayweather's money troubles didn't go unnoticed by others in the boxing world. Oscar de la Hoya, a longtime rival and critic of Mayweather, chimed in. He poked fun at Mayweather's continued exhibition matches and said it might be time for him to step back, hinting that his motivations might not be what they
fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Logan Paul took the criticism even further, joking that Floyd Mayweather might actually be broke. He questioned whether Mayweather was really as rich as he claimed, and laughed off the idea that Floyd was still financially untouchable. According to Paul, nobody truly knows where Floyd's money is going.
That's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
When Floyd Mayweather was asked about Logan Paul's claims during an episode of the Pivot podcast, he tried to brush it off. He said he liked YouTube and insisted the payment was just delayed, explaining that sometimes money takes a while to arrive. But his response felt like he was dodging the question, making it seem like he was downplaying a much bigger issue.
Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, you know, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Sure,
okay?
we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, you know, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, you know? And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
In an interview with sports commentator Stephen A. Smith, Floyd was asked whether he cared more about his legacy or his money. Known for his money persona, Mayweather admitted he made over $800 million during his career. Still, he said his main focus was always building wealth. Former UFC fighter Chael Sonnen also weighed in, saying Mayweather's return to fighting might be a sign that he blew through his fortune. Sonnen pointed out that Mayweather once made $60 million in one night, which should have been enough to secure his future.
The highest paid athlete over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's...
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that Floyd's, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, there's 100 million, 130 million. They just didn't happen. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Do you think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you, he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one night.
Joe Rogan, the well-known UFC commentator and podcast host, also spoke about Mayweather's flashy lifestyle. Rogan said Floyd was one of the few athletes who constantly put his wealth on display, from massive homes to luxury cars and pricey watches. Mayweather clearly enjoyed showing off his riches and feeding the public's interest in his lifestyle.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. You know, he kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas. He'd be partying. It looked like he's partying. He's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
As rumors about Mayweather's money problems continued, boxer Gervonta Davis made a serious accusation. Davis said Floyd had actually been held in Dubai because of unpaid debts tied to his purchases of expensive jewelry and luxury goods. According to Davis, Mayweather couldn't leave Dubai until he settled the bills, raising more concern about how bad his financial situation really was.
And I'm giving you my middle stuff and then we say hi to you and most welcome in Dubai. And if there's anything from Dubai police, we are happy to serve.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates. Until next time,